Did you know that you can live longer and have a better quality of life if you choose plant-based vegan options to eat? Hi, my name is Vaibhav Garg. I'm a clinical nutritionist, the founder of the vegan supplement brand Pure Size, and you're watching me on veganfirst.com. Today, we'll talk about 5 important things that you need to remember before going vegan. Number 1, you'll get a lot of backlash from everyone around you, especially your family. I mean, they love giving you a hard time, right? See, you need to understand that people have been conditioned in a certain way. What they believe in, especially our elders, in terms of your eating options, mostly does not hold true. Don't pay heed because most of them are blinded by traditional beliefs, cultural habits, emotional eating habits. There's no scientific backing to the way they teach us to eat. Mass psychology, marketing gimmicks, these have compounded our problems. But as we all know, the human body works purely on science. So you might even hear your friends at the gym say that, hey, you won't get enough protein from this diet. Your family members will tell you and will ask you things like, where are you going to get your calcium from if you don't consume milk? The doctors might even tell you, where will you get your vitamin B12 from if you don't consume dairy and meat options? Well, the truth is you can get all of these and ample of it. That too of a higher quality from plant-based foods. Yes, that is true. All you need to do is understand that the human body needs protein, but not animal meat. Let me give you an example. The strongest plant-eating mammals living on the planet, like the gorillas, horses, the rhino even, they get their protein from plants only. Trust me, so do we. And the science is there to back it up. There is enough research to prove this. Number 2, making the shift to a vegan diet can be challenging at first due to, age-old habits. I would advise you to take it slow. So if you are a vegetarian, it would be mainly giving up milk products, dairy products. For non-vegetarians, it might be, giving up meat and dairy combined. So they can pose quite a challenge. So what I would advise is taking it slow. Again, I would like to put forth the science here so that there's a better understanding. See, in general, consuming meat and dairy-based products leads to inflammation at the cellular level. So if you're facing issues related to poor digestive health or any hormonal imbalances, you can be rest assured we can track it back to your meat and dairy consumption. There are components in cow's milk like lactose and casein, for example, that are not only non-digestible by the human gut, purely because the content of these in the human milk are very, very less in proportion as compared to cow's milk. So you need to understand that the growth and development requirements of a human baby are very different from a baby calf. Hence, the nutrients in terms of the proportions are much lesser in human milk because we don't need to grow up to be 400 or 500 kilos like a full-grown cow, right? These are highly cancerous in nature as well, the lactose and casein, when consumed in such high quantities. Owing to the acidic nature of milk, you would be surprised to know this, it actually leaches calcium from the bones. Yep, that's right, we don't get calcium from milk, we actually lose it. The same happens when we consume meat as well, because meat is highly acidic. It makes our gut very weak and is responsible for ailments like elevated cholesterol levels, hypertension, diabetes, heart disease, and even cancer. Well, if any of this any of these things ring a bell, and you're thinking of going vegan, you can take it slow. If you're a meat eater, start cutting it back, shift over to other options. Slowly, you can always, look for some advice from an expert to help you get on that journey. Number 3, you need to know the difference between healthy vegan eating, which obviously comprises of more whole foods, versus processed vegan food, which I would like to classify as junk food. So let me highlight without creating any controversies here as to why this point is so vital. The real nutrients lie within the cell walls of any food item that you are consuming. The more it is converted to other forms by the action of pressure, maybe heat or drying, there are nutrients that are either lost or destroyed in the process. Why this happens is because when you rupture the cell walls, when basically the nutrients that are within it get exposed, they're not as effective. Let me give you an example here. We all love consuming nuts and seeds. We know the benefits, okay, especially for the healthy fats that they give us. Now, if you take seeds, you put them in a blender, okay, and you basically convert them to a powder, the ingredients within the seed, the hard outer covering of the seed, they get exposed, and there is a process called oxidation that takes place. Hence, the ground version of seeds are no longer as beneficial as eating the whole seed. So it's essential that we consume more of our favorite plant-based foods, okay, either in the whole form or the least processed form. Okay, that's the least we can do. Preparing food articles at home using best practices would be ideal. You don't need to step out of the house in order, if you want to ensure that you want a good, delicious vegan meal. You have all the access in your kitchen. Your kitchen is your pharmacy. Remember that. You just need to innovate a little, much like you do at work. Number 4, it is not costlier than the conventional vegetarian or non-vegetarian diet. Making us believe that we need to spend more to live a vegan lifestyle is just a marketing gimmick. What will actually increase your grocery bill more is not a bag full of vegetables and fruits, okay, but actually a bag full of milk products and meat products. Moreover, assess not only the food part, but the associated medical bills that come along with consuming the so-called cheaper dairy and meat options. You will surely have more medicine stocked up at home and will be facing issues related to digestion and inflammation if you're young, while the elder generation would surely be facing issues related to weight, hypertension, heart disease, diabetes, joint pains, you name it. I mean, the list is endless. I've had clients come back to me on a regular basis and report how their monthly bills have gone down owing to the fact that they consume mostly fresh produce now, as opposed to the dairy, meat and processed options they were consuming for ages. Number 5, lastly, you will live longer and perform better at work for sure, okay, be it regular day-to-day work or at your desired physical activity. I'm referring to the professional athlete here, the amateur gym goer, and even to someone who's just living a normal sedentary lifestyle, which though obviously is never advised. All the points leading up to this one actually sum up what I've been trying to communicate. The plant-based foods are rich in fiber, nutrients, and hence antioxidants, the opposite of what you get with meat and dairy. All you get from meat and dairy are hormones, injectable antibiotics, okay, lots and lots of bad cholesterol. They're acidic in nature, they destroy gut health. Plant-based foods have an anti-inflammatory effect on the body. Or let me put it this way, it has an anti-aging effect. Now, wouldn't we all love to look young forever? Yeah, wouldn't you love that? So you could eat and yet look the same year after year. Having been on a vegan diet for over 7 years now, I've seen the changes myself. I perform better at my CrossFit box. I perform better when I play my sports. Plus the fact that I have transformed the lives of more than 5,000 families. I've worked with a ton of athletes. I can say without a doubt that you will look younger, you will feel stronger, and inevitably live a better quality of life. If you ask me, that seems to be quite a bargain if you're thinking of ditching the meat and dairy. So the next time someone tries to sway you without giving you the science behind it, you should think twice before believing them. These were simple tips to help you get on the bandwagon towards veganism. If you like this video, subscribe to this channel and make sure to comment below and ask me questions on how you can undertake the journey to veganism like I did and like all those thousands of people I've helped. Until next time, eat vegan and keep your immunity up.